Scorcher today, 24 degrees, local spin, gonna get burnt. So it has been a mission trying to find a good route today. There's a lot of people out because it's so hot. Loads and loads of cyclists out, which is good. Loads and loads of cars out, not so good. We've had to come up with like a custom route of main roads because the main roads kind of all right. You bored?
I'm getting a nice tan, I hope.
And representing Redbeard Bikes. Shout out to Goldie and Bobby.
We want to come see you again.
I know, we need to go back to New York, right?
Yes, please. Or don't film my sweaty face.
You don't look sweaty. So that wasn't the most enjoyable ride in the world. Like I said, it's fantastic that there's lots of new people riding their bikes, but it does mean the standard of riding is a little bit lower. So being smart about your route and choosing the quietest option, especially in these strange times, is super important. Weirdly enough, the quietest places are the places that would usually be the busiest. So when we were riding like around the one-way system in the town that's just nearby, that's usually rammed, but because there's no shops open, it's completely quiet, perfect for cycling. It's all flip reverse, so the places you've got to avoid are like the towpaths. Big thanks to Rouleau magazine for supporting my creative endeavours. This is a load of back issue Rouleau magazines. So my boards, showed you them yesterday, I can put them all together. Huge thanks to Rouleau for helping me with this. It's recycling, isn't it? So how many of you guys watched the Bun and Beard vlog? All of those Rouleau magazines were reminding me that bike racing exists. And then Bun and Beard were talking about whether the Tour de France is going to be on this year. I don't even know if I've announced it that I was going to be joining the Internationals for the whole thing this year. But I was. And now we don't know if the Tour de France is happening, so we don't know if the Internationals is going to be happening. And I thought it would be a good topic of discussion. Do you think the Tour de France is going to be on?
I think they're better off just saying, no, do it next year.
Yeah.
Instead of getting everyone's hopes up that it's going to happen.
How many times have they rescheduled the date now? Have they come up with a new date for it? I thought it was twice. They had one really like optimistic one and they were like, okay, no. And now it's August. Is it August?
But how can they know that by August it's fine, is what I don't understand. I feel bad for Jess and everyone having done all the training, but
they're still training now.
I don't see why the Tour de France is like this holy grail thing that has to happen. Why can't it just, everything else has been cancelled?
Well, they've put a calendar for all of bike racing to be at the end of the year. It's crazy.
How can anyone know? I literally don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm struggling to understand how, before a vaccine is available, how people are going to be able to travel. If social distancing is still a thing, then surely we won't be able to get on planes and won't be able to get to places where the races are happening.
And also, how bad would it make cycling look if people then decide to
if it's the one sport going on?
And everyone will inevitably break the rules and go and sit and watch the bike race, and then people will just think, well, what the hell are all these people doing here? And then everyone will just get a bad rep.
Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. Is the Tour de France happening? Probably not. Shops! Time to head to the shops. It's my turn to go in. You're not allowed more than one person in the shop, which stresses me out a lot because supermarkets stress me out and I need moral support. If Daisy's not in there with me, I panic.
You should be more worried about me driving there than anything.
I'm still on the health train, so healthy food only. Especially since I did that video with Will. Now I'm well into it.
Or chocolate milk.
Well, chocolate milk. It's not a supplement, but it's good for recovery, isn't it? Soy milk. I haven't been filming it, but I've been smashing myself on Zwift. I'm trying to complete every single loop there is to get the extra XP. I'm not doing races or training plans or anything, but when you do the free rides, I end up just riding hard to catch all the people. And I think people can jump to me. I've got a few followers on Zwift and I think they see me sign on and then they like hop to me and then the race is on, isn't it? Every climb and every KOM. It just turns into a smash fest every time. You beast yourself on Zwift, don't you? And you're in most of the time you're in the non-drop group rides.
It doesn't work. There is a lot of people out today and I hope you're all doing essential journeys because what the but this is a lot of people.
It's a lot of swear words.
Have fun.
Thank you. Oh.
Let's go shopping.
It's such a nice day and we're wasting it at the shops. So we've come home to some good news for a change. A very good bit of news that's come out of the coronavirus situation, which is that there's £2 billion being injected into cycling infrastructure in the UK. Now, £2 billion sounds like a lot of money, but compared to the amount it would take to completely revolutionise cycling and let us sort of catch up to countries like Holland, it's not quite enough, but it's a fantastic starting point. The fact that it's being spoken about in the government is a surprise and a really, really good thing though. Not only have those plans been announced, but it's also been hinted that the laws and rules around presumed liability might be changing. Now, presumed liability, this is where a lot of other countries have it different to us. So the rest of Europe, presumed liability lies with the larger vehicle. So if you get hit by a car, they have to prove that they're not in the wrong. Otherwise, they're presumed liable, therefore the case is more in the favour of the cyclist. This is incredibly good news because it has potential to completely change the hierarchy on the road. It should mean drivers of big vehicles should be more careful, including cars. Combine that with the money that's going into the infrastructure, we could really see a new age of cycling in the UK, not just sports-based, but for getting around, which in my opinion has been needed for a while. It's fantastic seeing how many people got into cycling because of the 2012 boom. We've seen it as a sport for a while now, but why isn't there more people using it to just get around, get to work? This could be the change that we need. I'm really excited about it. Fingers crossed things really do change in London. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you're all doing well. I'll see you guys tomorrow.